Alright everybody, peace, welcome back to the channel. Today we're just going to discuss two projects, actually two new releases. Well, one's a brand new release and one is kind of a reissue. The first one is this right here. It's the Jeru the Damaja classic Sun Rises in the East. But this release, it's been out, but it's just getting released on Get On Down Records now, because they had another platform that was selling it. Now I think it was overseas. I think it was out of either Germany or London when you had to get it, but this one is here in the States that you can get it. Classic. You can see it's on 8 7-inch vinyl, like 45s, comes in a box. Classic record. Love this album so much. One of my favorite all-time hip-hop records. Jeru the Damaja is a classic, coming out of the Gangstar camp. DJ Premier handled production on this. Everybody know when Come Clean, when that song dropped. We first heard that back in, I think it was 94 when this record came out, if I'm not mistaken. It might have been 95. I think it was 94 though. Yeah, just a classic album, man. Love this one. My Mind Sprays on there. Jungle Music. What else is on there? Just a bunch of Afu Ra, his protege came out on there. Afu Ra went on to do his own projects and stuff like that. But yeah, man, it's just a classic record. So that's being reissued by Fat Beats. My only issue with it is the price, man. The price is steep. It's $150 for this right here. It's a skip for me because I already got the 12-inch and I got it on digital. I got it already. This is a nice one. I like the colors, but it's one that I don't necessarily need, so I'm gonna be skipping out on this right here. But for those that do want it, you know, it's right there. And me and Get On Down Records are pretty dope. We've done some stuff in the past. They sent me product, you know, and I reviewed it and covered it and dropped the link for it and all that stuff. So shout out to Get On Down Records. You can get this right now because it's here in the States, which makes it nice and easy, you know, compared to buying from overseas and you got to deal with shipping costs and all that kind of stuff. So just one to keep an eye out on. It's a pre-order, so you can grab that. Jeru the Damaja. Yeah, like I said, this is a dope record, man. This is one of my favorite albums. And Daniel Hastings, who did the graphic design on this, he did the cover art. He also did Raekwon. He did the Wu-Tang first album cover. Yeah, Daniel Hastings is the man, man. He did a lot. He did Big Pun's early stuff. He did a few Woos. I think he did Only Built for Cuban Links, if I ain't just say that. He did a couple of them. He did a lot. He got a lot of work out there, the graphic designer who laid all this out. And he did this photo shoot and cover that you see for this album. So yeah, it's available. You guys can get that right now. So shout out to Jeru the Damaja and Get On Down Records for bringing this to the United States, which, like I said, it's gonna be a skip for me because I already got it. But yeah, for those that need it, you can get one now. And the other project, the one that is highly anticipated, Supreme Clientele 2. I got one up there, and you can see the cover for 2. If that blue and red is the official cover, it might be. I'm not sure if it's going to be a different cover because I seen one with another image of his bracelet with the bird on it that got posted a while ago. So I don't know what the official cover art's going to be. It might be that, but I'm not sure. But anyway, Supreme Client 2, the highly anticipated Ghostface Killah album. Another Wu-Tang. The Wu-Tang is on the move. This is also on Mass Appeal Records, which is Nas's label. It's cool to see all of them doing business. Nas got the label. Him and Peter Bittenbinder, I think the guy's name is, able to do little deals together, man, and put music out. So Nas had, I think it's like maybe 7 or 8 records that's coming out on Mass Appeal. Part of, I think it's called the Legacy series, if I'm not mistaken. And plus, the DJ Premier in Nas album is coming out. I saw the listing again of all the projects that's coming, so that is happening. So other than that, this record right here, the one that everybody's waiting on. I'm not getting a lot of records right now. I have a couple on pre-order. I got the Raekwon waiting on. And I got Evidence I'm waiting on. Raekwon Purple cassette tapes. Waiting on that. They did a reissue of that. I was supposed to be a run of 500, but I see they put it out again, so I don't know if I think it's over 500 now. You know, they say limited, then it don't be limited. But we'll see. Maybe they'll stop production on them, and then it'll drive the price up on the resale value stuff or whatever. But yeah, Supreme Clientele, man. I'm waiting to see production on there. There you go. He got one single out. Rap Kingpin is called. Kind of like an ode to the 80s. It sound like, but. Yeah, just waiting to see who got production on there. Hopefully there's a RZA beat on there. The Raekwon is dope. It did, you know, it's solid. But I like to have at least RZA on one of the production just to keep it Wu Family all the way, or True Master or somebody. But anyway, yeah, just highly anticipated. Just waiting on this. It's been several years, But he's been dropping other stuff, so now he's coming with this. And I think he's gonna knock it out the park. Ghost takes it serious, like they all do, and he stay hungry, man. That's one thing about Ghostface Killah, man. He stays hungry with it, and he's gonna bring. I think it's gonna be a classic. I think he's making another classic. Ray already made a classic with The Emperor's New Clothes. That is a nice album. I'm gonna probably listen to that today. And then like I said, Ghost setting up. And yeah, man, just a bunch of stuff coming out. And another album that I will discuss really quick that I did listen to, I'm not sure if I talked about it in another record, was The Clips, man. The Clips got a nice album out there, man. That is a nice record, man. It sounds good. Production is nice. It's like, it's dope. I don't have no gripes with that album. I think I talked about it before on here. Yeah, that album is solid. That's a solid work. It ain't one that I'm gonna pick up, but it's one that I will go back and listen to from time to time on streaming. But certain ones I get and I grab the vinyl and stuff. But yeah, they made a heavy weighted album for 2025. Yeah, 2025 as far as hip hop, man. There's been some projects coming out. Yeah, there's been some projects coming out, man. So shout out to those artists that's still dropping it and still putting out lyrical content, you know, with substance, you know. So that's where it's at right now. So just to recap, the Jeru the Damaja, Supreme Clientele 2, and The Clips. Some solid work out there. And also I mentioned before in another video, the Raekwon. So yeah, stuff is happening. And earlier this year, I'll mention it again, KRS-One had dropped that Global Awareness album earlier this year, man. That is a fire album by the legendary KRS-One. So if you ain't checked that out, go listen to that. I talked about that on this channel before. Just trying to let you guys know that real hip hop is still being made. So go and check it all out. All right, y'all, and I'm out of here. So catch you on another one. Peace.